Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam again here from D&D Creative Table Design, just bringing you another adventure idea. This one here is the Desert Warlord Fortress, where the players are given an incentive to go in and take out an evil warlord of the desert who has been ruling for many, many generations beyond what is normal for life. And his fortress is up on this on top of this mountain, surrounded by a river-like moat. And it's got a guard gate castle in front of that. So means of access are very, very restricted. And the players originally will come in and they'll be mixed in with caravan traders who come to do trade, to bring supplies and things of silks and food and stuff like that to the and to pay tribute to the Desert Warlord. And they'd come up to this gatehouse right here, where there's of course some basic guards and whatnot standing in front that normally to expect them, and through either trickery or deception or magic or just straight out brute force, they would want to overcome them just before or right after nightfall. And once they had overcome the outer fortress gate, they could then go to this back set of stairs here and climb all the way up and deal with the guards. I'm going to circle around here, who are at the top of the entry point. In order to get into the keep, they'd have to come up these stairs here and fight any guards that are there and go across this bridge, but they'd have to do it quickly and stealthily because there are guards on the other side, and if they raise a warning, then they will take and just withdraw the bridge, and making it much more challenging for the players to get across. It's about a 50-foot drop or so, basically, in scale, 28mm scale. So they want to, speed and deception is a major key in this particular adventure scenario. Once they've made it across, presumably, they head into the courtyard of the fortress itself, coming in through this gate. And there's just one guard here who has a horn that alerts people. And then there's these two desert genie kind of guys, desert magi type guys. They'd have to overcome the magical effects of them and break their way into the castle itself, or the fortress itself. Once they have done that, this section here would be inside of it, and it would it's covered it with black poster board, usually in just sections. And once they come inside, the first thing that they have is, again, one of these desert magi guys is controlling a metallic magical scorpion thing that shoots lightning out of its tail and stuff. So they'd have to overcome that, and then a couple more guards bust there's some gates, and then they bust in through, and here the Desert Warlord and his mistress, who's a spellcaster. That's where they sit on top of their thrones and rule the land and overcome them to defeat the evil warlord. So through those double doors right there. So that's the basic idea behind it. This is the Desert Warlord. Sort of, if you ever saw it, extremely loosely based off of an ancient movie called Masada, which was the Romans had to take a Jewish stronghold in the desert. And I think it's like a 1960s movie or whatever it is. It doesn't have any magic or anything in like that, and it's more historical type based. But that was the idea that gave me the idea for this, is to have a high desert stronghold that the players would have to find a way to get into it. So as usual, for the stuff that makes this up, almost all of the stuff in here, these tile set is from Dwarven Forge. I use those guys all the time. They do a great job, so I'm very happy with them. There's other tile sets. You can always make your own as well. I know WizKids is coming out with theirs. Monster Fight Club doesn't have any tile sets for this, but they're working on scatter terrain for a lot of stuff. So, and then of course you can always craft and 3D print and stuff. So, but that's what I use for the inside of it. This particular river is from Pegasus Hobbies, and it's just a little modular snap together river that I use to be a moat basically around, just to add one more thing. This is like a ruined, I found it's a 3D print file that I found on eBay, and grabbed that and got it painted up. And this is just a fantastic, sort of disheveled looking fortress, or I should say gatehouse. Works really, really great for a front gate, or could be repurposed for like a goblin stronghold, you know, taken over from times past or whatever. But love that thing. This is, I think it's called the Skyhook Tower, and it's again a 3D print file. And this guy is fantastic for reaching up to the top of the cliffs. The cliffs themselves are just repainted Game of Thrones The Wall displays. I have 4 of them here in this particular build, and I use them in order to create height and create things be interesting, to add another obstacle for the players. If they decided to sneak up and go on the sides, then I would have placed here, they'd find out that desert harpies have made their nests in the side of the cliff, and they are given free reign to kill and eat whoever tries to attack the fortress by coming up on the sides, or they occasionally have stuff sacrificed to them from the Desert Warlord himself, to keep them basically as guards. This big mountain piece here, this big castle piece on top, is from Zitterdes. It's a great piece. Zitterdes is a German company, I believe, and it's all made of hard foam. It does not come pre-painted, but it really, really, it lasts very long time. It's much sturdier than just the XPS foam. I've got a lot of stuff from XPS foam, and that stuff over time doesn't tend to store as well. Looks great on the table. Fantastic stuff can get made out of it, but it doesn't seem to last as well. This is made out of some kind of hard foam that's something different, and it does a really good job of lasting. So, and then I just use the Dwarven Forge stone trays here. They're just stone texture that's put on the top of them, and it's a metal piece. Set that on top of my glasses. And for those of you who've been following me, just 4 glasses. Each of these 22-ounce tumblers literally makes it almost perfectly to the top of this to this lower level thing here, and that provides the upper level of the fortress. The rest of the stuff that I see out here, I got them off of eBay. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the seller. I think it was a one-time buy for me. So, but you can find or make your own desert terrain. Certainly very easy. And then the mat, I believe, was from Deep Cut Studios, just their desert map. And I've been using that, and it works like a champ. So that's basically what into making the build and the story itself behind the Desert Fortress, the Desert Warlord. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And as always, please like or subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the latest videos that I do for adventure ideas. Thanks for checking us out, and I'll see you next adventure. Take care.